Have you ever felt like the universe was trying to knock you down? Just when you think it can't get any worse, a new problem comes along. Like a deer stuck in the middle of the forest, a raging river in front of it, a fire behind it, a hunter on its right, and a hungry lion on its left. Power problems don't break us unless we fuel them with fear. Have you heard the story of the deer caught between the lion, the hunter, and the fire? That deer survived, not because he fought them, but because he focused. When we learn to keep our cool in the midst of crisis, something strange happens. Our tunnel vision disappears, and we suddenly see options that were invisible just moments ago. Hope is not a poetic sentiment. Once upon a time, in a large forest with beautiful trees, there lived a deer who was pregnant and about to give birth. One day, the sky became dark and the forest became dark. A strong wind began to blow, and a terrible sound echoed through the forest as the trees moved. Every now and then, lightning lit up the sky. At that moment, heavy rain began to fall, and the animals of the forest ran to their homes to be safe from the wind, rain, and lightning. But this pregnant deer, struggling with the pain of childbirth, was extremely scared. She was afraid that her child would not be born healthy. It was in these thoughts that a strong lightning flashed across the forest and struck the single tree, which caught fire. Strong winds spread the fire, and it spread to a large part of the forest, where the deer's house also happened to be. The deer had no choice but to run in labor pains to get away from the fire. A little further away, there was a river in the forest. The deer ran until it reached it, and she wanted to drink some water. As soon as she put her head near the water, she suddenly saw her frightened and anxious image in the water. She was scared. She thought about her house that was burning. She thought that she was pregnant and that her baby could be born at any moment. She was desperate and drank some water. As soon as she was full and wanted to raise her head, she suddenly heard a voice from among the trees by the river. Slowly and out of the corner of his eye, he looked carefully between the trees. He saw a hunter aiming his bow and arrow at him. He became anxious and his fear increased. Suddenly, he decided to run to the right and escape. As soon as he looked that way, he saw a predatory lion looking at the deer as if it were prey and about to attack it. His fear increased again. On one side, a hunter was lurking for him. On the other side, a lion wanted to hunt him. In front of him was a huge river that he could not cross. Behind him, the forest was burning, and he could not return to his home. So he had no way to escape. He said to himself, "If I can't escape this situation, then why should I be so worried and afraid? It's better to stay calm and see what happens to me before deciding to face it." He drank some water and continued to think about how to escape from there. When the hunter saw that he was drinking water, he prepared his bow to shoot the arrow. Just at the moment of shooting, suddenly a huge thunderclap sounded in the sky, and the hunter was frightened by the sound, and his arrow was fired. But instead of hitting the deer, it hit the lion. The lion roared in pain and came out from behind the trees and attacked the hunter. The hunter, in fear, dropped his bow and started running to escape and save himself from the lion. After the great thunder that saved the deer from the lion and the hunter, a heavy rain began to fall and gradually extinguished the forest fire. The deer had calmed down a little. She looked around and saw that there was no sign of the fire, the hunter, or the lion, so she set off to find a safe place to give birth. Finally, her beautiful baby deer was born. Have you ever felt like your life was completely surrounded by a ring? Those moments when problems seem to have been arranged and come one after the other. The mind becomes restless, and wherever you look, it seems like all the doors are locked. In these moments, feeling helpless is the most natural feeling in the world. Imagine a deer is trapped. Behind him is a burning forest. In front of him is a raging river. On one side is a hunter lurking, and on the other, a hungry lion ready to attack. On paper, he is done for. Everything is against him. But this story has a big hidden lesson. Just when you think the world is ending, you must not lose that inner courage and hope. Life loves to test us in difficult situations. When we are afraid, we see darkness everywhere. But when we choose to stay calm, something strange happens. Positive thinking does not work miracles to make problems disappear. No, positive thinking is like clearing a foggy window. It allows you to see what fear had hidden. Just like nature opened an unexpected path for that deer, life always has a trump card up its sleeve. Sometimes the same lightning that started the fire brings the rain that saves you. Sometimes the help you need comes from a place you never thought possible. So, whenever you feel stuck, remind yourself of this. No problem is strong enough to break you unless you allow it to. Be calm, embrace your courage, and wait. Because with faith and hope, the most impasses in life are the exact beginning of your new chapter. If you want to be 1% better every day, subscribe to our channel.